Today I'm going to be doing a lower body workout, but it's going to be a little bit of a different format than a lot of the other workouts that I've posted before. So it's going to be circuit style. We're going to have 4 circuits. We're going to start with a squat circuit. Next we'll have a deadlift circuit. We'll have a glute bridge circuit. And then finally at the end we'll burn out and isolate our calves with a calf circuit. So it's going to be a lot more fast-paced, and it's not only going to challenge your strength, but it's also going to challenge your muscle endurance. And you'll also get a little bit of cardio in there as well with those shorter rest periods in between exercises and rounds of each circuit. So we're going to be doing each exercise for 45 seconds, followed by a 15 to 20 second rest period. Then after you've completed every exercise in the circuit, we're going to rest for 45 seconds to a minute before repeating the circuit again for a total of 3 rounds per circuit. So I'm looking forward to it, and make sure that you have your dumbbells ready to go, preferably in the medium to heavy weight range. Since we will be doing lower body, I want you to really challenge yourself with the weights as much as you can, as much as possible. And yeah, so let's get to it.
So of course I have to start out this workout with a really good warm-up. So I'm just trying to lift my knees up as high as I can and using my hands to assist. And this is just going to help loosen and release some tension in the hips to get ready for our workout. Now I'm just going to do a little bit of light cardio to gradually and safely get the heart rate up and also to get the blood flowing. So now I'm going into this inner thigh / hip opening stretch here. This is gonna, again, also release tension in the hips and stretch out our inner thighs. You shouldn't feel any pain here, just a really good stretch in those inner thighs. And you can rest your hands on your thigh for support at the bottom of it, and then just push back up. So I like incorporating jump rope into my warm-up sometimes. It gets the heart rate up a lot more and the blood flowing a lot more before I begin my main workout. So I like it. I think it's a good warm-up exercise. But just remember that your warm-ups at the beginning of your workouts can be whatever makes you feel warmed up and ready to go in a safe way. So our first circuit is our squat circuit. We're going to be doing front squats, followed by goblet squats, 1.5 reps, followed by dumbbell plie squats. I really want you to challenge yourself with the weights here, but make sure that you can maintain good form. And also your grip strength is going to be challenged here as well. So just try to push through that though, and keep those wrists and elbows strong and keep the core nice and tight also. Next in our squat circuit, we're doing goblet squats, but we're going to do 1.5 reps. So you're going to come all the way down into that squat, deep into that squat, come halfway up, go down, and then come all the way back up. And that entire combination counts as 1 full rep. For the last exercise of this squat circuit, you're going to hold a medium to heavy dumbbell behind your head, whatever weight feels comfortable for you in this position. And we're going to have our legs in a plie stance, so your knees are going to be going outwards. You're going to keep those feet nice and wide, and this is really going to target those inner thighs and glutes. Focus, take your time coming down and pushing back up. And really focus on pushing through your heels on the way up. Squeeze the glutes at the top. So for our deadlift circuit, we're going to do a single leg Romanian deadlift for 45 seconds on one leg, 15 seconds rest, 45 seconds the other leg, 15 seconds rest, and then finally we're going to do both legs for 45 seconds. For the single leg Romanian deadlifts, I have my foot, resting on the couch behind me. This gives me a little bit of extra support and allows me to really focus on that hip hinge and stretching and then contracting the glutes on the way up. So you want to keep a slight bend in the leg that's on the floor and hinge those hips back, and then think about using your glutes to help pull you back up. Also keep in mind that you don't want to round out your back. You want to keep your back nice and straight all the way down and all the way up, and also try to keep your core tight and engaged the whole time. Now we're doing both legs, and since we're doing both legs, if you can increase the weight a little bit, then I would encourage you to do that. And just like with the single leg Romanian deadlifts, you're going to keep your back straight, keep a little bit of a bend in your knees, hinge those hips backward, focus on that stretch in the glutes and hamstrings, and then use your glutes to help pull you back up, and squeeze them at the top of each rep. So we're going into our glute bridge circuit now, and we're going to start off doing dumbbell glute bridge, both legs on the floor. Go heavy on this one, really challenge yourself with the weight on this one. And then after this, we'll take 15 seconds rest, and then we'll do 45 seconds single leg glute bridge, one side, 15 seconds rest, and then 45 seconds on the other side. If you're having trouble maintaining that mind-muscle connection and really feeling it in your glutes, then you want to focus on pushing up with your heels and squeezing your glutes together at the top. So for your single leg glute bridges, you're going to hold a dumbbell on the side of the working leg, and then the other leg, the one that's resting or not working, you're going to cross it over and rest it on the working leg. You don't have to get a really super big range of motion here. It's more about getting a really good glute squeeze and focus on using that working leg to push the dumbbell up. And you can do these body weight without any dumbbells if that feels more comfortable for you, or if that's the level that you're at. But if you can add a dumbbell, then I would encourage you to do that and challenge yourself in that way. Finally, for this last circuit, we're isolating our calf muscles, and we're starting out with standing dumbbell calf raises. Make sure you're not just going through the motions with this one. You want to think about pushing your entire body weight up, plus the weight of the dumbbell, with your calf muscles. Now I'm holding a dumbbell at my shoulder for the single leg calf raises. And this one's going to challenge your balance a little bit as well. But if you really need to, the other leg that's not working, you can kind of rest your foot on the ground for a little extra support if you need to, but make sure that you're not pushing up through that leg. You want to make sure that that standing leg is the leg that's doing all the work. You can also hold on to something like a chair or a couch if you really need to.
I hope you guys really enjoyed that workout. If you work out from home most of the time because maybe that's just what you prefer, or maybe that's just what works best with your current living situation or phase of life that you're in, whatever the case may be. If you're working out from home most of the time and all you have is dumbbells and you have very limited equipment, perhaps maybe you don't even have really, really heavy weights to work with, then this could be a really good workout to do in that case, because you're not only working on strengthening and building muscle in your lower body, but you're also working on your muscular endurance. Your muscular endurance is being challenged. And also you're getting a little bit of cardio in there as well with those shorter rest periods in between each exercise and in between each round of each circuit also. So that keeps your heart rate up a little bit and burn more calories in the long run. So I hope that you're feeling really strong and really good right now and really accomplished for completing this workout. And definitely like this video and subscribe if you'd like to see more home workouts like this in the future. I'll see you guys next time.